But yeah, welcome to another episode of Noise in Silve's Head. And today we are basically doing this podcast as a commemoration, as a celebration of my 1 year. So the podcast started last year. Our first episode was what was it? Our first episode was posted August 23. And basically, the idea for this one is to talk about the podcast, which basically inspired me to do my own. So I only listen and watch, technically, podcasts on YouTube. I watch Simply Podlogical, The Tripod. What was the other one? I was saying this last time in the live. Simply, A Conversation With, which is a podcast by Phil DeFranco. And another podcast under the Try Guys, which is You Can Sit With Us, which is the podcast of their significant others. So the reason why Noise in Silve's Head started because I wanted to talk to people last year because we were not going out too. And yeah. Thanks, Jane, for the greeting. So I wanted to talk to people. The name Noise in Silve's Head, I think I've said it before, is from my blog. Because that's it. That's basically it. You know, when you check my blog, it's so random and all that. Pretty much like this podcast that I just post about maybe reviews, food, places I've been to, feelings, yeah. So that's why it's Noise in Silve's Head. These are sometimes questions that I have. So yeah, thanks for the greetings, guys. Thank you. I was planning to do something for the people that has joined the podcast, but through budget constraints, I will have to move it. Maybe I hopefully could do something by December as a thank you gift for anybody or everyone that has joined the podcast and contributed in any way at all. So yeah, if you also listen to the podcast I just introduced, they are podcasts of YouTubers talking to each other, like A Conversation With is Phil DeFranco talking to different YouTubers about future plans, about how they started and all that. It's basically an interview, so maybe people already know the things they're talking about, but it's extra insight and it's a lot more candid, I guess. Not like a personal interview. So that's why I also started with talking to people I know. Like I dragged Shine into it. You have a delivery. Yes, I could have things delivered still. J&D is open, so we're going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm gonna have to save up for it. I'm still thinking about what to give out actually for the people that has joined the podcast. Okay. Oh no! Oh, you're hearing the motorcycle. I know it's not a delivery for me. I don't know who that is. And then another reason why I wanted to do the podcast, Simply Podlogical, is more of how. Simply Nailogical is a YouTuber that deals with painting her nails and doing skits, and she's very. If you know her, she is very critical. Like pretty much, I think Shine would enjoy watching her. So if she decides to test something, like maybe how many, I forgot, she did something before that was so scientific that she had computations for all the possible things that might happen. So that's how she is. But in a funny way, she delivers that in a funny way. But in the podcast, she's pretty much serious. to certain topics that they talk about. So she talks to Ben, which is her significant other. And then for the tripod, it's just basically a conversation with, because they're friends, right? So they're they're just talking to each other and throwing out things pretty quickly. So that's what I wanted to do. So I wanted to be talking to friends or talking to people I haven't really talked to, so to get insight and all. Layers of polish. Layers of polish. Yeah. Simply Nail Logical is the one that did the Polish Mountain, which is I think 100+ layers of nail polish, and that's when her channel boomed, basically. So yeah, that's about it. I don't have anything else to talk about. I'm just happy that I got to do. I forgot how many episodes there are. Wait, let me check. I forgot how many episodes I have. Let's see. So for Noise in Silve's Head, we have 32 episodes. Um, this is basically the 34th episode. If you try to think about it, if I did it every week, I would probably have more. But I think I did take a break during December last year, and then I don't know where I stopped. Supposed to do something. So this is basically the first episode that would be like just right for the date. I keep on forgetting that I have to plan this episode so that it would be still significant by the time I post them. So I want to post this particular part of the podcast before August 23. So hopefully I can do that and edit it as soon as possible. So yeah. If you do have time, please listen to a conversation with, because it's fun to, especially if you know a few of the YouTubers Phil talked to. It's funny to see a different side of Sophia and her husband. Simply Neurological was interviewed as well in a conversation with, and that was the first time they ever did it, and it was so funny because she was so awkward and she didn't want to do it. She did also say it that when they started the Pod Logical, that it was because she enjoyed a conversation with a conversation with podcast with Phil, so that's why they decided to do their own. The tripod is just crazy content. It's like whatever they could think about. They do have, sometimes they would have games. I'm thinking of doing that as well, but I don't know how to execute it since I am not facing another human being. And it's kind of weird to do like games over maybe Zoom and all that, because the visuals and all. I want the video to be that could be translated into just audio, because I want the audio version as well for people that doesn't want to open YouTube and watch. You listen to it at least. Hopefully you're not tired of my voice yet. Hopefully it has changed. I was trying to use the mic that I was given because I wanted to see if that would make any difference in terms of the audio and then the other sounds. As of now, I think it's pretty noisy. But yeah, the sound card, I think I have broken it because it did fail one time. I am sorry to the person that gifted this to me. I didn't mean to break it, and it hasn't been a year yet. I'm really sorry. I'll try and fix it. What else? A conversation with the You Can Sit With Us is like all girl podcast. They basically are the significant others of Keith, Zach, and Ned, and sometimes Eugene's partner will be there as well. And they talk about more of the girly stuff, like how was it in high school, like menstrual cups, sometimes medical terms, because Maggie is a nurse, and then beauty and makeup, because Becky likes makeup. So I don't have a particular topic. You know, I don't. This is why this is noise in Silve's head. So if you do listen and watch to my podcast, you will know that I have no sense of direction in terms of this unless I am talking to somebody. Unless somebody is helping me drive the podcast. So as you can see right now, we are a mess. We are just basically here to talk about the anniversary, what I'm planning to do, as a thanks to the people that has joined. I'm thinking of doing like a care kit, not maybe a care kit, just like cute random stuff that they would get. I would really love to do like a compilation video of them opening that as well. So hopefully whatever I could find and put in that box would be enjoyable to the people that would receive it. Yeah. And then next podcast would definitely be about um, like 90s movies or shows that when you see it you automatically think or go back to that memory where you first saw it. Maybe I want to be asking people that because I also want to know, do I have the same memories, do I have the same shows, do I know these shows, and research on those shows. Maybe Netflix has an array of like old movies that I miss watching, and having Netflix right now is pretty awesome. I don't use it that much though. I am watching The Alienist, which is pretty much the psychiatrist based on the description that they have. But it's gruesome. I don't think I could watch it in one sitting. Yeah. I was thinking of actually binge watching a few shows so I could do a podcast about just discussing them. There was a podcast before. This is also one of the reasons why I started my own, because one of my friends, she cosplays and all, started their own. It was called Pretentious Potatoes, but I think they removed their podcast. I'm not sure what happened. They basically stopped posting, and I think they've also taken down their Facebook page. So that I feel sad because it was a type of podcast that I would want to listen to, because there's two people talking to each other about a particular topic. Like one time they were discussing I think they were discussing dark tourism, which is also a show in Netflix. I would I think maybe I didn't think this through, because I was thinking about, oh yeah, I want to talk about, since it's been a year, I also do want to talk about like there's gonna be favorites. I'm sorry, but there's gonna be definitely favorite episodes, or there are episodes that I really like and I would go back and listen to them. I know it's my own, but yeah, definitely there are episodes that I would love to listen to again for the people who are there, because I don't want to be hearing myself again. To be honest, it's kind of hard to listen to my podcast again, especially if I just hear my voice most of the time. It's just me, because I am the one editing the podcast. So can you imagine, I am talking through the podcast, then I will edit it, and I will have to listen to it to timestamp everything. And I can't believe you guys are not tired of my voice. Because I'm tired of my voice. Okay, let me see something. I just want to make sure I have this right. So definitely the first episode is one of my favorites, because I forced somebody to join this podcast, and that's you, Shine. That's you. Thank you for joining the podcast, for being my first guinea pig. Without you, we wouldn't be here. Because the moment you said no, I would be like, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. How about you react to your first video? Oh God. Yeah, we could do that. I think I could do that. I could split screen. Yeah. So I think the first three episodes are my favorite. I'm sorry for anyone that went after that. React to the first episode. It's too long to react to the first episode. That's like 56 minutes. What do you want from me? I don't want to be hearing myself again. Fine, fine. We'll do that. I mean, I try to maintain a few things for the podcast anyway. I maintained the lights behind me. And then I've added the macrame. But now my lights are empty in this area, so I have to fix the fairy lights. The tape just got loose because it was raining a lot before. We could react to that. React to the first episode. Why don't you? Did you even? I know you watch yours or probably listen to yours, but I don't know how I. What do you mean react? Pick, just pick parts of. Okay, let me see if I can do that. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, okay. You know what? Let's just watch the intro, and let's see if there's anything different. So hi, this is going to be the first podcast for Noises Inside Silve or Noises in Silve's Head. I am Silve. Don't try to find out what my real name is, but you probably know what my real name is. And I want to welcome my first friend that's joining me for this podcast. We call her Chai. Don't try to find her. I don't want to be killed for practice reasons. Hi, Chai. Hi. Hi. Oh god, that's so weird. It was a matching. It might be a delay of some sort, maybe because I'm using OBS. But yeah, basically for introductions before for every guest, I'd use that clapping sound, but at some point I removed it because I kind of feel weird. Yeah, the audio didn't sync. I'm not sure why. So yeah, that's how the intro are. As you can see, I try to keep my hair like parted in both sides, but now I'm lazy. Let's see. Like at this, like seeing this part, I look like that teacher from Hogwarts that does divinations. Okay, let's move on to a different section of the. What do you mean? I don't even remember this clinic scenario. Let's play that. They go to this clinic and everybody's up already. So there you have accomplices inside and then they have random clients to go inside the clinic and then if they hear a bell, so those accomplices would stand. Yeah, I think I watched that too. Okay, I remember that clinic scenario, but yeah, I know your room looks different now. I help. I think not help, but basically give you ideas of what you do. You have soundboards, and I don't have that, so you hear all the noises here. Oh my god, I look so crazy. I look so crazy in this stuff. Oh, why did I post it there? Oh. There's a group project, and she's part of the group, and three of the people don't want to work. She takes it off, and then she keeps it. Although that's the one thing I do like about you. Okay, that part, the groups are basically one of the stories we have in high school, because she will take everything from the group, especially if nobody's working. That's how it was set up before. Usually I use Zoom, so the podcasts are basically Zoom calls. Before, if I have a guest, I would still do it over Zoom. But at the moment, we are not able to do that because I don't have anyone else to ask to. But yeah, she is. And easy to drag to things like this. So thank you very much for, for being the the start or the.
Googling for the right word and giving up.
You know what? I'm just gonna say you are the reason. You are the reason. Chine, you are the reason why we are here, and I'm selling. Yeah, that's it. That's the word. I don't know how to pronounce it. You are the
Catalyst.
Thank you, Google. Thank you. So you are the catalyst. I wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be celebrating 1 year without you. Oh my god, my hair is such a freaking mess. As per usual. Okay, and then that's one of my favorite episodes. Another one that I have that I think I enjoyed is episode 1 of season 2. Oh, episode 1 are like episodes from like the first things in every season. It's there, you know. It's the ones I love. Here's another one that I like. Okay, this is basically the reason why this is my favorite episode.
I honestly wanted you to model for me. It's just that I don't have my equipment yet. I haven't have that connection.
I'm
So I
sorry.
really wanted you. It's okay. So I was really happy and excited when you reached out to me. And you said that you wanted to know me because it was like, oh my god, it's my chance. It's my chance.
Anyway, I want to say this now because you're there. So anyway, I was thinking about when we were talking about getting a new camera, and I was like, I was so tempted to just. So yeah, that's basically the reason why this is one of my favorite episodes. Did that show in any way? Did I get it right? So yeah, that's one of the reasons why this is one of my favorite episodes, because I was really gushing on it. Yeah. So yeah, I like Ali a lot. If you could support her, she do have her Facebook page. If you've seen this particular podcast, please check out the links for her socials. Please support her. She's a pretty good like photographer. We did the photo shoot with her before, so yeah. I don't think I have another episode that I like. I did like someone else's, but I cannot show them now because they're doing they are now a virtual YouTuber. So, and he does not want to see his face. Like, he does not have that reveal yet, so I cannot show that video again because I am using his like pseudonym, pretty much like how I use my pseudonym Silverfire. Let's see if there's another one there are a few like solo podcasts that I did. But that was not as fun as you would expect. Yeah, that's about it. From the new ones from like season 3, so far I think my favorite was the latest. No, not the latest. I think one of my favorites is when I was talking to the yoga instructor or the yoga teacher, which is also that used to be my classmate as well from St. Paul. Okay, let me just switch back because it's kind of weird that I'm still showing my screen there. Okay, so yeah, the other favorite I have is when I was talking to the yoga teacher. Please do check them out if you want to try yoga. They're doing online yoga as well. Yeah, that was it. I think I have enough. Okay, guys, thank you for joining my very short podcast for celebrating this video. Oh, celebrating a year of doing podcasts or doing Noise in Sylve's head, I would definitely be happy if you continue on thinking or trying to put noise in my head, but hopefully good noise. So, any idea, any topic that you want to talk about that you think I will be able to talk about well, or share something that you may maybe you'll like and all. Um, Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for liking this podcast. Thank you, and I hope you did enjoy this short podcast. Yeah. Thank you so much for the support, guys. This is really nice. It was really fun to be able to talk to people over at Zoom. I'm thinking of doing another round with friends, or maybe games with them. We did like one of the recent podcasts as well is about one of my college classmates as well, and we kind of did the fast talk or fast questions, fast talk. I don't know. But I tried to think about questions that are really wholesome. Like I was asking about colors, food, like TV shows, but nothing of the crazies. I want to do that with some of my friends as well. So we'll see what we will have in the future. So yeah, hopefully you'll still stay and wait for the next few episodes that will be coming out. Yeah. Thank you for joining another episode of Noise in Sylve's Head. It's been a pleasure to be talking to you, even if it's just through my webcam. Oh, that doesn't feel I mean, I like it, but I feel like it's not me. But anyway, if you like that, we'll keep it there. Thank you guys to the chat that has been here, and thank you for the thank you for the 6 people. Well, technically 4 because I am watching on my phone and another device here. So thank you for the 4 people that is still here. I'm glad that you're here. Thank you for your support. Please, I just want to know who's here because I want to do a shout out as well for the live for once I edit it. Shout out to the people who are still here and listening to me ramble. Guys, thank you again. You know what? I will just end this. Thank you again for joining another episode in Nights in Sylve's Head. Thank you for liking and subscribing and commenting and being your beautiful self. It sounds weird coming from me, but please know that I'm grateful that you are here, and I'm grateful that you're watching this live stream, and I'm grateful that you're listening to my voice. Don't worry, I am not trying to hypnotize you to do anything crazy. But yeah, thank you for joining another episode of Noise and Still Said. I don't know how many times I've said it this time before I really end this thing. And yeah. Bye. You know what? I really just want to change how this podcast ends. Bye. But yeah, for brand name purposes,